Hi everyone and welcome to the Queen Mary virtual tour. My name is Natalie Alvin and I will be your tour guide today. The purpose of this 20-minute tour today is to explore the rich history of one of the most famous cruise lines in the world, the Queen Mary, which now lives in Long Beach, California, USA. We will begin the day by meeting at a nearby restaurant called the Yard House. The meeting time will be 9 a.m. The entire tour will be 6.5 hours. Shortly, we will take the shuttle over to the Queen Mary and then we will take you on some tours on board up until 12 p.m. where we will break for lunch. Then at 1:30 we will tour the Queen Mary some more with some great photo opportunities coming up and then disembark the ship at 3. We should arrive back here at the Yard House at 3:30. On the shuttle ride over, it will be important to make sure you fasten your seatbelt and have all your belongings with you, such as camera, sun protection, hand sanitizer, and whatever else you may need throughout the tour. Here you will see the map of where the shuttle will take us from the Yard House. It will only be a short 10-minute drive. Before we arrive at the Queen Mary, I would like to ask you all to please save your questions until the end of the tour. As we arrive at the Queen Mary, it will be important to remember to keep your hands sanitized throughout the day, wear your mask, apply sunscreen if needed, and to keep your belongings with you at all times. Be sure to use the handrails when available if you need to, and be careful when walking around the Queen Mary not to trip on anything. Also, please respect the Queen Mary by placing your rubbish in the bins provided and to try not to damage anything on the ship. Just prior to boarding the Queen Mary, you will all be given a colored bracelet with their company name on it, so that it will help all of us to recognize our group members and stay together throughout the different tours. If you have any trouble hearing me throughout the tour, please just raise your hand or ask me and I will be more than happy to repeat myself to make sure you understand. We have also provided some translators for our non-English speaking passengers. As we all move on to our first exhibition, I would like everyone to follow me this way. The Canard Story exhibition on the Queen Mary explores the history of the extraordinary company that designed and built more than 150 ships over the last 175 years. Today, Canard offers the most luxurious and unique cruise experiences available. The adventures are designed for travelers who want to experience the world in luxury. Sir Samuel Canard formed the British and American Royal Steam Packet Company in 1839, which was later renamed the Canard Steamship Company. Some of the earliest ships took immigrants from Europe to Canada and the United States, with over 65 million immigrants documented from 1820 to 1957. Please follow me through to the steam and steel tour where we'll head down into the boiler and engine rooms. There will be plenty of opportunities to take photos here. But please remember that while taking photos, you must still be careful where you walk to avoid any injuries. Here we can explore the engine rooms of the Queen Mary. We will be going down to 25 feet below the water line to see the boiler rooms 1 to 4. We will also be able to see the water softening plant and the turbo generator room as we walk through this tour. The entire tour through the engine rooms will take around 45 minutes. This tour is historic in nature and does not include any of the paranormal stories of the ship. We will finish this tour with a visit to the propeller box, where the last remaining propeller is visible in a specially built water chamber that is attached to the outside hull of the ship. This propeller is still attached to its large drive shaft and weighs 35 tons and is 18 feet from tip to tip. This is one of 4 propellers that was used to help move the Queen Mary. Can I now please have everyone's attention? We will continue on through to the outside of the ship and onto the bridge where they control the Queen Mary. Please be careful as we climb the stairs on the way up. As we walk aside, please remember to put your sun protection and be careful where you walk. You don't trip on anything. Here are the smokestacks on the Queen Mary, which carry the heat and smoke from the engine room and away from the ship. This is the historical part of the tour where we'll explore the history behind the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary was built during the years of 1929 and 1935. It was designed to travel the North Atlantic Oceans between England and North America. The maiden voyage of the Queen Mary was in 1936 after King Edward VIII made an inspection tour of the ship. It traveled as an ocean liner for the first few years until World War II began. During the war years up until 1946, the Queen Mary was used to transport troops around the world to help with the war effort. After 10 months of construction to repurpose the ship back to an ocean liner, the Queen Mary made her first post-war voyage as an ocean liner in 1947. With air travel becoming more popular in the 60s and the modern world now focused on space exploration, ocean liners were slowly becoming obsolete and outdated. The Queen Mary officially retired in 1967 and was sold to Long Beach, California representatives. It is now used as a museum and also a hotel. It is also offers haunted tours at nighttime. So don't worry, the ghosts don't come out during the day. We will now be having lunch in Sir Winston's restaurants downstairs until 1:30 p.m. After lunch, we will now continue on our tour and see the ship model gallery. Here we can see many models to show excellent precision and craftsmanship of not only the Queen Mary, but also the many other ships of the Cunard Ocean Liner Company. Be sure to get your camera out to take photos. If anyone would like me to help take photos, please don't hesitate to ask. Here we also see a Lego brick model of the Queen Mary that measures over 26 feet and weighs over 600 pounds. The model was designed by England's certified Lego Builder Brides bricks. Please now all follow me onto the 4D movie theater where we will watch a historic film about the Queen Mary. The theater will allow you to feel the bumps of every action scene, feel the rush of wind and the splash of the living ocean the Queen Mary sailed on. The documentary and experience will last for about 18 minutes. We will now continue on the last leg of the tour to explore some of the other areas of this massive ocean liner. We will move through some of the original dining halls, dancing floors, and its onboard chapel. Please feel free to grab a quick snack or coffee here on board if you would like to, before we continue on. Okay everyone, I will need you all now to follow me as we move on up to the top deck of the Queen Mary. We will now explore some of the top decks areas outside in the sun. This will be your last opportunity to take some photos, especially with this fantastic view. As we approach 3 o'clock, we will now be heading back down to disembark the Queen Mary. Please make sure you have everything with you and to place any rubbish you may have into the bins provided. This will also be a great opportunity to take a quick bathroom break before we take the shuttle back to the yard house. So, as we disembark the Queen Mary, please follow me down to the shuttle where we will regroup and jump into the shuttle which will take us back to the yard house. I would like to thank everyone for joining me on this tour of the Queen Mary today. I hope you all have a great time and took lots of photos. For those that have questions, I will be taking them now, and for the others, we hope to see you again in the near future. Please enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you.